Everyone is watching Bitcoin and Ethereum, but the truth is, by the time the headlines catch on, the real opportunities are already gone. Right now, while retail investors chase pumps, smart capital is quietly moving underground into infrastructure coins, into AI pipelines, into what comes after the hype. This is where the next wave of wealth will be born. And in this video, we are uncovering 5 hidden crypto projects that are quietly laying the foundation for the next decade of blockchain. They are not meme coins. They are not vaporware. These are real projects solving real problems. And while most people sleep on them, those who understand what they are building are positioning themselves early. But first, we need to zoom out, because crypto in 2025 is not what it was in 2021. It is no longer a playground for speculation alone. It is becoming the back end of global finance, artificial intelligence, and even national economies. Let us explore what changed. Macro Landscape 2025. The age of institutional crypto. Just a few years ago, crypto was seen as a fringe idea, a rebellion against centralized systems. Today, that rebellion is becoming integration. BlackRock has officially launched tokenized treasury funds on Ethereum. Goldman Sachs is piloting tokenized repo markets with programmable interest. Visa is processing cross-border payments using stablecoins in public blockchains. And the International Monetary Fund, yes, the IMF is actively designing frameworks for global CBDC interoperability. Let that sink in. The most powerful financial institutions on Earth are not ignoring crypto. They are building with it, but they are not buying meme tokens or chasing NFTs. They are focused on infrastructure rails, protocols, security layers, and compute power. That is where this video comes in. Let us dive into the 5 projects quietly aligning with this institutional shift. Coin 1, Celestia, ticker TIA. Let us start with a revolution in blockchain architecture. Celestia is the world's first modular data availability layer. That sounds technical, and it is. But here's the core idea. Today, most blockchains are monolithic. They handle consensus, execution, and data all in one place. It is like building an entire skyscraper from scratch every time someone wants to start a new project. Celestia changes that. It lets developers create custom blockchains called rollups without having to worry about securing their own network. Celestia handles the data and consensus. The developer just focuses on logic. Think of it as Amazon Web Services, but for blockchains. Already, massive projects like Dimension, Eclipse, and Manta Pacific are building on Celestia, and developers are flooding in. GitHub commits are surging. The modular thesis is catching fire. Why does this matter? Because in a world with thousands of dApps, modular design means faster scaling, better UX, and reduced costs. It also unlocks cross-chain innovation. Instead of building on Ethereum or Solana, devs can build their own chains that plug into Celestia and still inherit security. As of now, the token TIA is used for staking, governance, and data availability fees. It has a fixed supply model and growing demand as more rollups deploy. This is not hype. This is how the next internet is being built. But like all infrastructure, the adoption curve takes time. If Celestia succeeds, it will become invisible and indispensable. Coin 2, EigenLayer, native token upcoming. Next, we have a project that could redefine Ethereum's value proposition. EigenLayer introduces the concept of restaking. Here is the problem it solves. Ethereum is secure because people stake ETH. But new blockchains and services need their own security, which means bootstrapping from zero. EigenLayer flips the script. It lets you reuse your staked Ethereum to secure other protocols. That means one Ethereum staked can now secure multiple networks. It is like your savings account also funding mortgages, startups, and infrastructure while you keep earning yield. This creates a shared security model, and that is revolutionary. Already, dozens of protocols are preparing to launch on EigenLayer, from decentralized AI to oracles to data network. It is a security backbone for Web3, and institutions are interested because shared security reduces risk, increases capital efficiency, and creates new markets for trust as a service. The restaking market is projected to reach tens of billions in value. And once the native token launch is expected, soon it will govern this entire new layer of Ethereum. Risks? Yes, restaking introduces complex economic dynamics, but if solved, EigenLayer could become the bedrock of the modular Web3 economy. Coin 3, Render Network, ticker RNDR. Let us shift gears to the biggest bottleneck in AI, compute power. Training artificial intelligence takes immense GPU resources. And right now, the world is running short. NVIDIA chips are sold out months in advance. Cloud compute is expensive and centralized. Render solves this by creating a decentralized GPU marketplace. Users with idle graphics cards can rent them out. Projects needing compute can pay in RNDR tokens. It is Airbnb for GPU power, and it is already being used for AI rendering, virtual production, 3D modeling, and even NFT generation. Apple has referenced Render in developer documentation. Epic Games and Unity devs are integrating it. And with the rise of spatial computing, think Apple Vision Pro decentralized rendering becomes a must. Render is no longer speculative. It is revenue-generating, high-utility infrastructure. The tokenomics are supply-capped, and the network is scaling through the Render Foundation's grant system. As AI continues exploding in demand, Render is positioned as a core infrastructure layer, and investors are taking note. Coin 4, Oasis Network, ticker ROSE. Now let us talk privacy. Because as crypto integrates with finance, healthcare, and AI, privacy is no longer optional. It is a legal and ethical requirement. Oasis Network enables confidential smart contracts. That means data is encrypted not just in storage, but during computation. It is like running a program without ever revealing the input. In finance, this enables private DeFi lending. In healthcare, it allows AI to analyze sensitive patient data without exposing identities. Meta, yes. Facebook's parent company, has worked with Oasis researchers on AI fairness and data privacy. BMW has explored Oasis tech for secure data marketplaces, and Binance has previously launched confidentiality tools using its framework. The use cases are real and growing. Oasis has its own Layer 1 chain, but it also supports Ethereum compatibility through the Emerald paradigm. The Rose token is used for staking, governance, and gas fees, with additional staking incentives for privacy-preserving nodes. As global data regulations tighten, Oasis may become the privacy layer of choice for compliant crypto apps. It is not flashy, it is foundational, and it is being built quietly, just how the biggest shifts often begin. Coin 5, XAI, ticker XAI. Finally, let us talk about where mass adoption will likely begin gaming. XAI is building the first Layer 2 specifically for games using Arbitrum Nitro tech. The problem? Most Web3 games either lag or are expensive to run. XAI solves this by offering ultra-fast, low-cost, and game-optimized infrastructure. It comes with native APIs for developers, on-chain player ownership, and zero gas fees for players. Why does that matter? Because onboarding non-crypto gamers means removing friction. Gamers want performance, not wallets. XAI is working with studios founded by veterans from Activision, Riot Games, and Ubisoft. The first titles are launching in closed beta, and early community engagement is strong with over 200,000 wallet signups during testnet. The XAI token governs the network, supports in-game economies, and enables cross-game asset trading. Gaming is projected to be a $1 trillion industry by 2030. If even a fraction moves on-chain, XAI is one of the few ecosystems built to handle it. How to spot hidden gems? Now here is the question. Why are these coins still considered hidden? Because they are not built for hype, they are built for infrastructure. Most casual investors chase what is trending on Twitter, but the real wins come from understanding narrative before it goes mainstream. Look for 3 signals. 1. Developer activity, active GitHub repos and SDK integrations. 2. Institutional alignment, partnerships, pilot tests, or ecosystem grants from major firms. 3. Community growth, not in speculation, but in builders, validators, and use case adoption. If all 3 align, you may be looking at a future giant in its earliest phase. Wayfarer recap and final thoughts. Let us zoom out. Celestia is modular data infrastructure. EigenLayer is shared security for Ethereum. Render is decentralized compute for AI. Oasis is encrypted logic for compliant DeFi and data. And XAI is frictionless Layer 2 for next-gen gaming. They are not fighting for attention. They are building the new backbone. And as crypto fades from headlines into the core of tech, these projects could quietly shape the world. But remember, this is not investment advice. It is research-backed insight. Every project carries risk, from adoption uncertainty to regulatory shifts. Do your own research, think independently, and invest with intention. If this video helped you see beyond the noise, hit the like button. It tells the algorithm that depth still matters. Subscribe to Crypto Wayfarer for weekly explorations into the next financial era. And comment below, which of these 5 projects do you believe in? Or is there another infrastructure gem we should cover next? Until then, stay sharp, stay curious, and stay wayfaring.